Yeah, dog. Welcome to Wreck to Riches. My name is Thomas G. Don't forget to smash the like button, drop a comment, and always remember, I am not a financial advisor. I'm for damn sure not a professional. This is cryptocurrency. This is my opinion only, pure entertainment purposes, and never, ever allow an influencer on any social media platform to influence you when it comes to crypto, because the stuff goes bad all the time. All right? So I'm going to speculate hard today. But I'll show you a little something from yesterday. Look at that. Gold, silver, bronze, 3 divisions. My son brought home a lot of hardware yesterday. These metals are actually small compared to like the AGF, which is the American Grappling Federation for Jiu-Jitsu, because it was a local tournament, but super proud. So I'm not like B-Roots. I'm not wearing my belt, declaring myself the altcoin king or champion. Just really proud of my son. We do about 2.5 hours per day of training in different sports, 6 days a week. And we're here on Sunday doing a private lesson as well. So making a video in the car. Now, to the speculation and the good stuff. And shout out to my son. So proud. Wearing the medals today. Proud of you, boy. Proud of you. Jeez. Okay. Enough about that. Let's speculate. So Richard Hart tweeted today, declared that Pulse Chain HEX, which is called HEX, they have referred to Pulse Chain HEX as the HEX, and HEX over on Ethereum as EHEX. So you got the EHEX on Ethereum, PHEX on Pulse, which they call it HEX. Declared EHEX pretty much dead. Not dead. Let me explain to you why it's dead for now. He basically declared PHEX, Pulse Chain HEX, as the one Billy gun. As if, per his tweet, why would you pick? Well, he said that the community has chosen PHEX because why would you go roll with EHEX, Ethereum HEX, when gas fees are so high, where you have to pay thousands to end a stake? Why would you do that to yourself? Obviously, Pulse Chain competing with Ethereum. Really not much competition when it comes to the gas fees. Gas fees are peanuts. At the end of the day, all roads lead to PHEX. When you're looking at the cost to start stakes and stakes, you know the drill when it comes to that. That's the big difference between both the blockchains, is the gas is much cheaper. And EHEX is also, on the other hand, been held hostage by BankerX, which BankerX was gifted, hundreds of millions, I think like over 850 million HEX sacrificed, EHEX sacrificed to a sacrifice raise via Godwhale. Godwhale literally sent over 850 EHEX to the sacrifice for BankerX, which we ultimately, everyone thinks it's a scam and knows it's a scam. It must be a scam. Not 100% sure. No product out yet from what I've researched and what I understand. So they've had this EHEX that they've been dumping, and it's really one of those things where it's held hostage. Like, how could it do well when you got BankerX or BankX, whatever they want to call themselves, sitting with so much EHEX to dump on our heads with no good intentions? So they've had a sell wall up about roughly 1.5 to 2 cents, where if you want to see EHEX, do the damn thing, you got to chew that sell wall and buy all those tokens at that price. So with the tweet finally declaring HEX over on Pulse Chain the winner, you saw Ethereum HEX after this tweet drop 50%, 0.005. It's half a penny, okay? We've seen it at half a penny. I think it's going to go down more since Richard Hart has said this. And I really think that Richard Hart is intentionally doing this tweet, and here's why. BankerX wants to sell the remaining EHEX that they have, that they've been selling off, at about 1.5 cents to 2 cents. Richard doesn't want to give them that. I think he'd rather shake them out by fudding their bag, because they are a large position, and getting them to realize, The man has spoken. We've seen what he's done with the SAC funds money. He hasn't bought any EHEX. If I don't sell it now, between a half a penny and wherever it's about to go, which you can go to 0.001 and below, they have a huge decision on their hands. Sell now and take the money that they can, or let it keep dipping and sell more. Maybe they are already selling as I make this video. Not 100% sure. Could be happening. And scare them out of their position at a lower price. Then, with all that SAC money, he can bring both EHEX and PX to parity. Because HEX was his baby, and he's been out there and saying he doesn't want to see any cheap HEX anywhere on the market. He was saying that in reference to both Pulse Chain HEX and HEX at the time when he said that tweet far back. You know, he tweeted this a while back. And we know how Richard likes to manipulate the market. And when he manipulates the market, it's usually in a positive way with the sacrifice funds. You know, the way HEX was from the inception all the way to its 10,000x. We saw how he pushed that price and what he did and what he's doing to Pulse, to PulseX, to Inc. The entire Richard Heart ecosystem is being pumped with sacrifice funds other than EHEX. So, by doing this tweet, I think he's going to force them to be shaken out. Then, the sacrifice could buy really cheap EHEX, take a lot of money and buy it up, and bring it to parity with PHEX. I don't think he wants to kill it off regardless of the gas fees. That wouldn't make sense and wouldn't add up to what he had said in the past about not wanting to see cheap HEX anywhere. But why not get BankerX to sell at these prices or lower, feeling like it's over? Because it is at this point. Until EHEX is dead, until he decides if he's going to save it or not. And I don't think he's going to let it die. I think he's going to let it bleed out and get them out of there. Right now, I've been making videos. He's tossing up pumps to get the big whales out to sell, so that he can go to new resistance levels, meet sacrifice price, and give us X's from our sacrifice price to make people happy. He will achieve that. He will. But patience has to pay off. You're not going to get that overnight. You're not going to get that in a week or a month. You have to understand the volatility is the price we pay for mad gains. So I do think he's manipulating the price of EHEX. Talking like, hey man, gas fees are high over there. Why would you want to use EHEX? And on top of that, everybody's choosing Pulse Chain HEX. And he hasn't bought any EHEX. This is a strategic move on his part. I speculate, and I honestly think is going on. So, am I a buyer at 0.005, a half a penny? I'm a buyer at 0.0015. All right? I think it's going to go down even more. The panic will happen. And if he can shake out BankX or BankerX at this price level, it could kill a zero, and then we could buy so much. And here's the twist here I want to add on why I think this could happen. Because Alex from Hedron, I don't know if it's available now or will be soon here. I believe he's making it possible that you can actually take your EHEX, bridge it from Ethereum to Pulse Chain, and stake your EHEX on Pulse Chain. That's the rumor. So, perfect storm, perfect scenario. EHEX gets dumped. BankX sells everything. No longer holds that token hostage. He uses the SAC funds, brings Pulse Chain HEX and HEX to parity. And then he goes, oh, well, Ethereum gas fees are high. So why don't you just bridge over your Ethereum? Oh, by the way, the bridge is still 0% to bridge your money over, and stake EHEX over a Pulse Chain. Problem solved. Oh, guess what? You could have bought it on a dip. What was that weird noise I just made? I'm just thinking out loud. So, I think EHEX is going to bleed, and BankerX is going to fall for it. They're going to say, it's over. I got to get every penny I can. We're scammers. We're here for the money. And if we leave with less money than this was worth a few days back after this tweet, then we did all this for peanuts based off what we could have made if people had chewed up their entire sell wall. Now, ain't nobody trying to chew up a 1.5 cent, 2 cent sell wall on HEX. Woo! I think I cracked the code. So I'm a buyer at a much lower price. And once Banker X is out, because they will be shucking out. Look at, man. They're desperate for money. That's why they're doing what they're doing. They're desperate for money. They got offered a lot of money up front too. Didn't take it. You will pay the price. And you will pay the price big time when Richard's like, thank you for releasing the hostages. Now we're going to go to the moon. And Hex was my baby. You think I'm going to leave my baby in the dust? Fooled you. April Fools. Oh. Ooh, another twist. April Fools is coming up, baby cheeks. Let's go. Till next time, we'll do it again. Yeah, dog.